Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this, the first and most basic session of Orion Website Basics for Sales Professionals. This is Mike Fields with Orion Commercial Services, and today we're going to talk about the simplest things of logging into Orion and editing your profile. But before we begin that, I want to talk a little bit about giving you the best experience with Orion in terms of your internet browsers. Recent upgrades, we'll call them, to Internet Explorer version 10 or higher have caused some serious issues when navigating around in Orion and other websites as well. These have really nothing to do with Orion, but have to do with settings within Internet Explorer 10 and higher. If your IT professional in your company is available, they may be able to change some Internet Explorer settings or resolve the issues for you. But it's kind of complex, and we suggest that the easiest solution is to use Firefox or Chrome as your browser. You can download free versions of Firefox or Google Chrome. Just Google either of those, and you should be able to download those. So again, as a reminder, Orion has been tested for Microsoft Internet Explorer versions 8 and 9, but we don't support it for 10. Safari for Mac versions 4, 5, and higher, Firefox versions 4 and higher for Mac and Windows, and the most recent versions of Google Chrome. We always recommend that you keep your browsers as up-to-date as possible, except for the above described Internet Explorer 10 issues. And again, the most recent versions of Chrome, Firefox, or Safari would make for the best browsing experiences for you. Again, Orion does not support Internet Explorer's version 6, 7, or 10. Finally, in your browser, you have to have JavaScript enabled, and cookies need to be enabled as well. So with that out of the way, let's talk about logging in to Orion and editing your profile. First thing is that the domain is www.orioncre.net. ORIONCRE.net. Make a note of that. It's .net, not .com. And you should have no troubles with that. When you go to OrionCRE.net, you're going to be faced with a login screen. Username and password are required. Your user profile was set up by someone in your company that we designate your owner, broker, manager team is designated as your Orion company administrator. You should be able to easily find out who that person is if they haven't already contacted you and given you your username and password. The username conventions typically are first initial, last name, all lowercase, no spaces. And your passwords, again, were created and assigned by your Orion company administrator, so they should have given you those. So use your username and password to sign in. If for some reason you have forgotten your password and your company administrator doesn't have your password, you can click on the Forgot Your Password link that you see right here. And when you click on that, it's going to ask for your email address. So you'll need to put the email address in that your company administrator put into your Orion profile. You may have a Gmail email, you may have a company email, you may have a Yahoo email, or any number of other email addresses. The one we're looking for here is whatever your company administrator put into Orion for you. Generally speaking, that's probably going to be your company email address, but you know, who knows. If you put in an email address that's correct, the system will send you an email telling you how to go ahead and change your password. If you put something in here and you don't get an email, or you get an error message saying we don't know who you are, that just means that you've put in an email address that may well be yours, but it's not the one that your company administrator put into Orion for you. So, so again, you know, keep that in mind. So going back to the Orion login screen, to log in, we use your username and password. Click Login, and Orion will take you to the dashboard. Now from the dashboard, now we're logged in, and the next thing we want to talk about here is editing your profile. So you'll see I'm logged in as me. You'll see my name and my username, and right here there's a link to edit my profile. You can see this link from anywhere in Orion, no matter what page you're on. I'm on the Documents tab or the Properties tab. You come to the Contents tab, you still see Edit My Profile, Tools and Resources tab. Anywhere you're in Orion, you're going to be able to see on the main screens here this Edit My Profile. So simply click on Edit My Profile, and it's going to open your profile in an editable form. The first 4 fields here, your username, company, branch, and permission group, you cannot change. It looks on this demo that I'm doing here like you could change them, but yours will be grayed out and you won't be able to change those. The things you can change would be your name, your middle initial. Let's say I wanted to be known as Mike, so I could change that. I could take out my middle initial or whatever. You can change your specialty. In commercial and investment real estate, there are recognized specialty groups. So there's a drop-down list here: agriculture, business broker, healthcare, hotel, industrial, investments, land, whatever. So your main focus in commercial real estate, you want to put in the first one. If you don't have a focus, you just leave it blank or put generalist. So that's up to you. And then a second specialty. So I specialize in investment office properties, but I could put investment retail or whatever here, investment office. The next thing that you can edit are your professional designations. And here you'll see a list of all the commercial and investment real estate professional designations. You won't find any of the more residential ones, fine home specialist, GRI, some of those. Those have nothing to do with commercial real estate and add really nothing to your bio as a commercial real estate practitioner, so they're not even in here. But CCIM, CPM, CIPS, Certified International Property Specialist, Counselor of Real Estate, Certified Property Manager. We even have some, Juris Doctorate if you're an attorney, MAI appraiser, whatever. So they're all in there. If you have more than one designation and you want to click it, you select one and then just hold the Control key and select the next one, and you can highlight as many of those as you like. So if you have no designations, click none. Your activity. You want to make sure that your activity here is either sales, leasing, or both. If you select an activity of none, this will be indicating that you're not going to show up in any searches. You're not going to show up on the corporate public website. The reason for that is we have that category because there are staff members, marketing coordinators, people like that who have an Orion user profile, need access to Orion, need to get into the document section or edit properties or whatever, but they don't necessarily want to show up in searches by other sales professionals or by the public, so they can have an activity of none. But for you, if you do just sales, fine. Just leasing, fine. If you do both selling and leasing of commercial real estate, click both. The next tab is your personal information tab. The address, city, state, province, zip or postal code for our Canadian friends. And this should be where you want to receive business mail, snail mail, U.S. mail, Canadian mail. For most people, this would be your branch office, but for some who are assigned to a branch but who perhaps work out of their home some distance from their branch, they may want to receive mail at a different place. So you can put in what you want there. Your email address. You can change your email address anytime you want right here, but remember again, on the forgot password link, this is the email address they're looking for, and we always suggest that you use your company email address. It's much more professional than a Yahoo or a Gmail type email address, though the name you get might be more catchy to you or whatever. Remember, this is commercial and investment real estate, so you don't want to be too cute or too folksy, and think about using your company email address. Phone numbers. These will fill in, you just type the numbers. You don't have to put in the hyphens or the parentheses or anything. Just type numbers there and it'll auto-format. If you don't want the world to see your mobile phone or your home phone, just leave them blank. Don't put anything in there. Your office phone, if you have an extension, you can put that here and that'll show up. Your office fax, your hometown. And then you get down into the meat, really, of your bio, your professional bio. And keep in mind that this is commercial and investment real estate. You don't want to be cute and folksy. You don't want to use all kind of colored fonts and different size fonts and all kinds of, things that may be appealing in another business, but that in commercial real estate are going to detract really from what people read and think about hiring you. You can just put the cursor there and start typing. Just like Word, you can bold things and indent things or italicize things, put bullet points, numbers, whatever you want to do. And just keep it professional, keep it nice, keep it clean. If you want to type your bio in Word, that's fine, but we highly, highly, highly recommend that you not copy it from Word directly into Orion. when you copy a Word document into the HTML and the internet, a lot of code goes in there that messes up the formatting, and it'll be difficult for you to go in and format it and make it look right. We suggest if you're going to type it in Word, type it in Word, and then cut it and paste it into another program like Notepad or something like that. That'll be just clean characters. Then copy it from Notepad and paste it into Orion. And then you can go in and highlight and bold and do whatever you want to once it's in Orion. So get that the way you want it. Again, we strongly suggest that you go in and update your bio at least once a quarter, if not once a month. Hopefully you're working in the business and you're going to be doing leasing transactions and closing deals, and things are going to be changing, and different community service organizations that you're working with, things that you're doing, and you want to update this, keep it current. Your birthday, that is for the dashboard information. We don't ask for your year of your birth, so no one's ever going to know how old you are or anything like that, but the month and day. And then your hiring date. This is, again, for the dashboard information so that folks can know when the anniversary of your hiring date comes on. Display public, make sure that's checked, unless, of course, you are a staff person and don't want to be displayed to the public, then leave it blank. Then the last one here is this unsubscribe. We put this here on the odd case that there are some staff people that don't want to get the automated emails from Orion. We'll talk later when we tour the dashboard in another session about the news and announcements that your company can put into Orion that will be disseminated to all the users of your company, and they can code those by branch or whatever. So you want to be getting those. The other thing you want to be getting is something else that is unique to Orion, a great big advantage for you, and that is the listing expiration notifications. When you put an exclusive right of sale or lease assignment into Orion, the system will monitor the expiration date. Nobody can see the expiration date but you and your sales manager. But the system will monitor that, and it will send you an email, and the email will say, hey, Fred, your XYZ listing is expiring on October 30th. You need to go in and meet with the owner, renew the listing, and update it in Orion. And that email is going to go out to you and to your sales manager 60 days, 30 days, 14 days, and 7 days prior to the expiration of the listing, so that you can stay ahead of everything that's going on and keep your listings current. Because in Orion, if you don't update your listings and don't renew them, they will automatically go inactive. Nobody will be able to see them. Nobody will find them. You'll be able to find them very simply, very easily, and update them and renew them. But the system is syndicating information out to third-party CIE platforms, to the corporate commercial website, and we don't want to be sending information out to places that when the listing is technically expired. So the system will automatically make them inactive. And if you check this box here, you're not going to get any of those listing expiration notifications. So I strongly suggest you not check this. But if you do check it, please don't complain to your sales manager or anybody else that you're not getting any of the information or notifications. So once you've got your bio the way you want it, you just click Save. And it'll show you what your bio looks like and how it's formatted. And again, keep it professional. Keep it, focused on commercial and investment real estate. If you don't have a big story to tell, talk about what you specialize in, what you focus in. Talk about your company. Talk about the prestige and the sphere of influence and the experience of your company in commercial real estate. Talk about the team that you're a part of in commercial real estate. We've got all kinds of training, too, on what to do there. Now, my bio was already in here. My picture was already in here, but to upload a picture is a very simple process. If I wanted to change that picture, I would just click on this Upload Picture tab here, or button, and the system would take me to another screen where it's going to ask me to browse for my for whatever picture I want to upload on my hard drive. And so, oh, keep in mind here, ideal image size is 200 pics wide at 72 dpi. Keep that in mind. If you upload a picture that's very, very small, Orion is going to enlarge it to the size that you saw in the last screen, and it's going to look very granulated and pixelated and kind of Kmart, not professional. If you upload a picture that's much larger than this, it's just going to take forever to load when people click on your bio. So keep it within these parameters, and you should have no trouble. But to upload a different picture here, you would click Browse. Go to wherever you keep pictures on your hard drive, and then whatever, pick one, avatar, male. So if I wanted to upload that picture, I would just simply click Open, and it would upload it, successfully uploaded, and boom. Now there's my bio with the uploaded picture. So that's as difficult as it gets. So we're, again, go in there once a quarter at least and edit your bio, update things, and keep it current. So again, it's orioncre.net, username and password. Click on Edit My Profile and update your bio. So that's it for this session of Orion Website Basics, logging in and editing your profile. Come back and see us for tour of the dashboard, documents, properties, content, tools and resources, and all the other things that Orion has to make you more efficient and help you make money.